By the way, Traveler, if you have a moment, could you do me a favor? I'd like to discuss something with you. Please, come meet me over there. Thanks for coming to speak with me, Traveler. I've been thinking about this place. Since we still don't know just what kind of danger we're up against, we can't afford to delay any longer. We have to find the Conqueror of Demons as soon as possible. Don't you think it's a strange coincidence that as soon as you told us about the Conqueror of Demons, we heard his voice in that place? It almost seems deliberate. As if something was trying to convince us that the Conqueror of Demons was there in order to lure us into the unknown. I have a theory, but I can't tell the others just yet. I don't want anyone to panic. Judging from the Conqueror of Demons' reactions, I think that he was somewhere else, but his voice and image were projected to our location. Is it possible that we've entered into a chaotic space? We're seeing things in people that shouldn't be here, even ghosts. And we don't feel hungry because the state of our bodies is suspended. It's as if time itself has stopped for us. If that's true, it means we've entered into a place where normal logic doesn't apply. When you put it all together, everything points towards one possibility. This is a place where time and space are thrown into chaos. And yet, if it's truly chaotic, how did we find our friend's voice even when we had no idea where he was? It doesn't make any sense. Unless this space wanted us to hear it. Which brings me to my next point. I also have a theory about our encounter with the Conqueror of Demons earlier. I submit that we didn't actually see the Conqueror of Demons. He was somewhere else. But his status was transmitted to us through some kind of mind-bending spatial alteration. Traveler, you said you saw the abyss in that room, didn't you? At first glance, that door may seem like a prank. It shows you whatever you're afraid of, but if it manages to lure you inside, there's no way of knowing what might be in there. One minute, it's playing a joke to get you to lower your guard. The next, the danger is real, and it's trapped you. This space is a powerful opponent. It wants to use our minds against us. But I'm not gonna sit here and do nothing. Do you remember that small spatial rift next to the dissolving ground? It felt like spatial magic, but it seemed much more powerful than usual. When we saw that illusion of the Conqueror of Demons, it seemed like he wasn't expecting our spaces to intersect at all, and was even more surprised that we could hear and see him. I think that this space purposefully transmitted the Conqueror of Demons' voice to lure us into a trap. But I also think it didn't count on that spatial rift happening. In other words, the fact that we saw and spoke with the Conqueror of Demons was never part of its plan. Yes. Also, I had a good look around after coming back. I have a feeling that these chaotic spaces are constantly intersecting with each other, meaning that anything is possible. I think this gives us an opportunity. If the space creates phenomena meant to deceive us based on our imaginations, then we have to keep imagining, Traveler. If we try to stay calm and listen carefully, maybe, just maybe, we'll hear the Conqueror of Demons' voice again. Can you feel that? Let me see. I think it's here. And break! I secretly learned Yelan's illusion-breaking method without her knowing. Really didn't expect that to work. The sound came from behind this illusion. Let's go in and take a look. It's getting clearer.
No. This is the chasm. What did British go through here? If it just in that battle 5 years ago, what is he doing here? The one I met. Is that the Prime Aksha?
The voice is much clearer now. We're close. Conqueror of Demons, can you hear me? It's Yenfei. The Traveler and I are trying to find you.
Traveler? Yenfei?
It worked. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Listen to me. It's chaotic here. We may not be in the same space, but sometimes the sound can get through, which means these separate spaces intersect from time to time.
Everything is chaotic here. No. The darkness that sullies my soul is harmful to mortals.
Right now, we have more dangerous things to worry about than that. This space is using our urge to find you to lure us into traps. Without you here with us, our search for you could very well lead us into danger.
So, you're in danger too? There was no need for you to search for me.
But we're worried about you. And earlier, the Traveler was tricked into entering a dangerous place.
How do we meet?
Conqueror of Demons, can you find out where our voices are coming from? Find the spot where our voices are the clearest and try... something there. It might work.
I see. The spaces may intersect amidst the chaos. By try something, do you mean...
Hurry! If we miss this chance, we might not get another one.
Stand back!
Let's get him back to the camp.
Now we can avoid getting split up.
Oh.
A lot's happened here, but this wasn't just for our own safety. You're injured. We can't just leave you alone.
It's just a flesh wound. I am fine. I shouldn't let myself be a burden to you.
You're not a burden. Don't think that for 1 second. We need you, all of us. For our sake, please, stay here, please.
Fine. As you wish.
You're injured. Get some rest. Everything else can wait.
All right.
As expected, something strange is going on here. Oh, Traveler?
You're both here. Great. I want to talk to you.
I also felt that the space was targeting us, but Yenfei managed to exploit its weakness. Leave it to Yenfei to find a loophole.
Based on what just happened, we can now confirm our suspicions that space and time function chaotically here. In addition, We must stay vigilant to avoid the traps set for us by this place. Now that we've found the Conqueror of Demons, the next thing we need to do is find a way out.
I went back to the domain again just now. Although I couldn't find a new route, it wasn't a completely fruitless trip. My clan has practiced magic for generations, and has created some catalysts that only we know how to use. I recognized something like one of those catalysts in the domain. Unfortunately, it disappeared as soon as I approached it. I think so, but it's hard to distinguish between reality and illusion here. I can't be sure. Also, I am the only one out of all of us who could know what it would look like. To me, that confirms that this place really is reading our minds.
Just like with that door. It's like it's alive, and testing us.
By reading our minds and showing us what we want, it creates the reality that we want to be true. Everything it does is either to get us to lower our guard, or to wear us down. If that's the case, it can only have one goal. To trap us here until we die. What else could it be?
We should prepare for the worst, but we mustn't give up.
I've always known there were secrets hidden in the chasm, but even the Qixing have never heard about anything like this.
Yelan, when we first ran into you, you said you had something to do. What were you referring to?
I was looking for the truth behind the monster invasion from Conria. Please keep everything I'm about to say to yourselves. No one else can know. Otherwise...
We got it.
500 years ago, a wave of dark beasts from Conria attacked the 7 nations of Tevat. Naturally, Liyue was also affected. Under Rex Lapis's command, the Millelith fought hard to hold the front line near the chasm. But these were vicious beasts, and this was the most desperate battle Liyue had ever faced. At a critical moment, someone distracted the monsters and led them away. Just when all hope seemed lost, the
हाय
tide turned.
रोलेक्स
The Liyue army
ये
eventually
मूवी
won
नहीं है ये गेम है It's a game.
The current generation of Qixing knows very little about these events, and very few came back from the chasm alive. Finding out the truth has been a waiting game. The day the chasm was unsealed, I put in a request to be transferred here, so I could finally learn the truth of what happened back then. But this place we've ended up in, and the possibilities were
गेम का नेम है Genshin
more
Impact.
terrifying than I'd imagined.
टाइटल में ही लिखा हुआ है
We can't give up. Right now, our #1 priority has to be getting out of here alive.
RPG गेम है रोल प्ले
Are you alright? You've suddenly gone quiet. It's not like you at all.
We'll talk later. I'm just processing all the existing clues we have. Maybe the key to our escape is hidden in some detail I've overlooked. I have to go over everything again.
Alright.
पबजी भी जो मैं खेलती हूँ बट ऑफ स्ट्रीम ऑन स्ट्रीम अभी तक नहीं कर रही मैं पहले करती थी कोई इवेंट अच्छा नहीं आ रहा है इसलिए अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है पीजीएमआई स्ट्रीम का तो जा ऐसे ही नहीं कर रही
It's okay. You don't have to go into all the details.
कुछ इवेंट या फिर कुछ मोड अच्छा है तभी अच्छा लगता है करने के लिए ठीक है, एक दिन करूँगी, मे बी कल या फिर परसों। ये कुछ दिन मुझे ये कंप्लीट करना है। इसमें बहुत पीछे हूँ मैं ये गेम में। ऐसा हाँ, क्या समझ नहीं आया। ओह हाँ, ये ऑनलाइन गेम है।
Traveler, it looks like the Conqueror of Demons is awake.
I'm fine. Don't worry. The karma I carry is dangerous to humans. Keep your distance.
Well, I have Adepti blood in me, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Even so.
What happened while Paimon was sleeping? How did Xiao get here?
With a little help, I was able to find my way here.
Conqueror of Demons, could you tell us what happened before you joined us?
No need to be so formal. Just call me Xiao.
Oh, sure.
It was a senseless battle. I came here looking for someone, but when I found them, they weren't anything like how I expected.
Madame Ping says that you usually base yourself at Wangshu Inn to guard the main road through Dihua Marsh. It's unusual for you to go looking for someone yourself. Are they an Adeptus?
I'm looking for a Yaksha called Bosacius.
Bosacius? Is that one of the 5 Yakshas? Like you? I thought that you were the only one left. Aren't the other 4... gone from the world?
You could say that. But Bosacius's body is the only one that was never found.
मैं हिंदी देखते वॉइस ऑफ किया पे ओह ना
Yakshas deal with God's remains all the time. And we become tainted.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, जस्ट मैं माइक बंद कर देती हूँ बीच में।
The last time I saw Bosacius, it was the day he lost his mind. He left. No one knew where he went, and I never heard from him again. But Bosacius was the eldest of us. He once told us, as Yakshas we will experience countless wars. Whether we live or die, we must promise to take care of each other, and know each other's fate to the very end.
Did he forget his promise because he lost his sanity?
It's possible, but I did not. I am the sole survivor. So it is my duty to find out the fates of the others.
What made you come to the chasm? Did you hear something about Bosacius being here?
Did you know that 500 years ago, the beasts of Conria invaded the chasm? That war lasted a long time. It is said that in the midst of the battle, a brave Yaksha was seen putting up a heroic fight.
ज़रूर.
But there were many more than 5 Yakshas in total, so there's no guarantee it was Bosacius.
Wow. But you must think it was probably him if you came here to investigate, right?
I am by no means certain, and I didn't have any other clues except for this one. But Bosacius was proud. If he had taken part in that war, he would have announced his name. So at first, I thought the name was
रिक्वेस्ट दे देना, कभी खेल लेंगे साथ में.
So it was Bosacius you were fighting with? Did he injure you?
Yes.
No way!
The invasion of monsters from Conria, battle in the chasm, and Yelan's ancestor. I have a feeling that somehow these are all connected. Life is full of coincidences, but this is too much of a coincidence.
हाँ, मैं बैकग्राउंड नॉइज़ के लिए मैं ऑफ़ कर देती हूँ एक्चुअली, नहीं तो मैं ऑन ही रखती हूँ. बट मैं एक्चुअली बैकग्राउंड नॉइज़ के लिए मैं ऑफ़ रख के, स्पेशली ये स्टोरी गेम है ना, तो स्टोरी गेम में मैं ज़्यादातर वॉइस ऑफ करके खेलती हूँ, नो कमेंट्स के जैसे.
So somebody else will carry them out after they've passed. It's known as a last will and testament.
And this can be done at any time.
आईडी लास्ट स्ट्रीम मैंने शेयर किया था.
It was no accident that you saw my illusion that day. This place used your desire to find me to create a trap that you would willingly walk into. Pure deception is easy to spot, but the truth laced with lies can be a fatal combination. What you heard were really things that I said. It made sure you heard my real voice to create panic. This one-way communication was the bet. If we hadn't
यस
managed
यस
to get in touch
वीडियो में
with
आईडी
this
मेरा
spatial
कोई
realm,
वीडियो में
we
होगा,
may well
मैं
have
दिया
lost
था,
it by now.
मोन्टाज में दिया था मैंने.
This space seems more intent on consuming souls. Our opponent is very clever. It is not safe to stay here. Everyone, whether I accomplish what I came here to do or not, I must find a way to get you out safely. I rejoined to warn you that it's extremely dangerous here.
ये
If
आईडी
you stay here too long, this space may well evaporate.
How do you know?
You might become a shadow of your former self, wandering the underground like a lost soul.
Sounds like you saw them too.
Yelan, you're back.
I've been back a while. I was listening to the conversation. I've seen some strange things here too. Objects that shouldn't be here. Strange figures appearing and vanishing. I don't think any of it is real.
So they're just illusions?
At first I had the same thought, but it's not that simple. There may come a day when these illusions become real and attack you.
From what you were saying a moment ago, it sounds like you know we're out of here.
I can't say for sure. It's just a guess. As Yanfei said, this space is chaotic and unstable, but it has its weaknesses. By attacking the point where both spaces connect, I was able to create a rift and move from one to the other. So, if I use all the energy I have, I may be able to tear a passage into this cave.
वेट माइक ऑफ करना होगा.
Really? So powerful attacks can affect the space itself. I had wondered if that was a possibility.
Whoa, 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 whoa. But what do you mean by all the energy you have?
I mean, it will take everything I've got.
Wait a minute. When you said you were gonna get us out safely, you mean you're gonna stay here?
You can't be serious.
I saw Bosacius underground. That's when I realized the horror of this place. A single blast can only create a very small opening. To send you back to the outside world, I may need to continuously channel power in order to keep the tunnel open. I know how to fight to the bitter end. I can do this.
ना होगा मैं कॉल आया था मैं गुवाहाटी से हूँ नॉर्थ ईस्ट हाय सर ओ पायमन पायमन को हाय बोला जा रहा है
I can't agree to this.
It's only a good or bad plan if there are other options to compare it to. But that's not the situation we're in right now. I doubt we'd still be stuck here if anyone had it better.
But can you be certain that your plan will work?
I cannot.
Oh, Komiya.
To conclude, I'm not agreeing to this plan.
I can. Hi, Sarpanch.
This is my last will.
You?
No offense, but we have no guarantee this plan of yours will succeed, or even that it's safe. You said it yourself. Yakshas pose a danger to humans. You really expect us to accept your self-righteous plan just because you say so?
The battlefield is a treacherous place. Every opportunity you take, you put everything on the line for it. If you fear sacrifice and failure, you can never be victorious.
I've been in my fair share of treacherous battles, so I know full well that you never bring up extreme measures like this into the very field. You say these things in the
गुवाहाटी का गर्मी बाप रे
but you don't even know that your self-sacrifice is going to pay off. All you're doing is hurting morale. Besides, if you were really so determined to end it all, you wouldn't have given us the opportunity to share our opinions. You think you're oh so cold and ruthless.
Oh, बेलतला पड़ा निकी
Choosing one of us so the rest can escape.
Nice.
Victory then.
And more বেছি ওচৰত
Point is, it's not time for drastic measures yet.
बहुत गर्मी सरपंच बहुत गर्मी है ओफ
What if there isn't? Or if we don't find it? And in the end, I'm so weak that I don't have the strength left to sacrifice myself. What do you propose we do then?
As things stand, there's no difference between sacrificing you and trying to find a way out in terms of the likelihood of success. If we can't say that one strategy is better than the other, we certainly shouldn't be rushing into a risky course of action.
Did someone say a strong enough strike to break us out of this place? Yeah, that's right. I heard you. No one's staying behind to let anyone else out, all right? Enough talk. It's time for action. Come on, whatever you are. Let's see how long you manage to keep us trapped in here after I'm finished with you.
Easy now.
চিনা ফুৰিব দিলে তাতেও গৰম এইবাৰ মই গম পাওঁ শ্বিলঙতো বৰষুণ দি আছে বুলি
If you need a hero, I'm the man.
लैपटॉप से है या डेस्कटॉप डेस्कटॉप गेमिंग के लिए ऑलवेज डेस्कटॉप बेस्ट
Why do you always have to do things like this? Shouldn't be. Boss used all his strength in one punch. That's the reason he managed to tear open a passage.
Let me see if there's any way I can stabilize it.
He did this because he
4 দিন আগত ফুৰি আহিলোঁ ইমান গৰমৰ কাৰণে খানাই বনোৱা নহ'ল ধাবাত ভাত খাই গুচি আহিছোঁ মই বহুত আগতে চাইছোঁ বৰষুণ এইবোৰ পৰি আছিলে শ্বিলঙত এতিয়া হ'ব পাৰে গৰম দিব পাৰে ইমান গৰম থাকাৰ উপায় নাই দেয়াৰ বেছি গৰম কালি আৰু আজি যোৱাকালি আৰু আজি বেছিয়ে গৰম দিলে আৰু এই দুপৰীয়া টাইমত
Or the things we're searching for into reality. Well, maybe I can use that to my advantage to track it down.
বলে ঘৰে গুচি যাওঁ নেকি একেতো লাভ হ'ব ঘৰ গ'লেও পৰে আগতে আছামতে গৰম গছৰ তলত বহি কেনেও গৰম লাগে বতাহে নাই বাহিৰত গ'লে অকল গৰমে চাই Let's start the puzzles. এবাৰ অলপ বেছি এবাৰ অলপ বেছিয়ে গৰমটো
That's the best description you could come up with. It's way, way bigger than that.
37 ডিগ্ৰী ইমান কমো নহয়
In my humble legal opinion, that's almost certainly the magical device I've been looking for. It really showed up. But if this really is the fantastic compass, it's so huge. How the heck am I gonna lug that back to my office? I mean, come on, Lindsay. Don't give up now. Let's investigate the area first. What the? Where are they? Are they treasure hoarders? They look familiar. Oh yeah, I bumped into these rapscallions a few days ago.
Oh, only the Tianfu.
There's a smaller disc here. In all likelihood, this is the fantastic compass. Why is there a small version of the fantastic compass stuck in the ground?
Why was only Yanfi? मेरा खुद का कैरेक्टर से बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग था
Easy peasy, just like last time. You know, when I ran into them before, I was working on a big commercial case. The defendant hired them to attack me, just to get back at me. Happens all the time. Luckily, I'm well trained in martial arts, so taking them down was a piece of cake. These are the exact same guys as I met last time. Is this space recreating scenes from my memory? Maybe this is one of the ways our adversary intends to devour us.
খালি জোশ উঠে একজন স্ট্রিমারক কৈ দিলো পার কিল 10 রুপিস বলি টেৰিয়ামকে 34 তাৰপিছত কি কৰিলা I don't know. Find more clues. Oh, let's go use time now. Rotate the window.
No entrance. Great.
This is weird. It feels like it's connecting to another world. Or maybe another time.
रुपीज হয় বুলি লিখিছো মই বাহ
You still got it.
Remember how I said I'd seen some patients myself? Those were the same ones I
Hello.
had last time. Space seems to be reproducing that memory. Now that we know, as we're all on the same page.
He said the word fantastic.
আইকনটো অলমোষ্ট শেষ হ'ব আহিছে
Fantastic compass.
Nympho, see that thing on the ground?
Yeah, we tinkered with it. That's how we met up with you. I guess it's a miniature version of the fantastic compass in the distance. It has a close connection to the entire space.
It looks somewhat familiar.
বাংলা উৎস তাৰপাছত Where is it? Rotate the needles on the fantastic components to different ones to change the dial. মোৰ ষ্ট্ৰীমত কেতিয়াবা আহে কেতিয়াবা নাহে এই গেমটো ইমান ফেমাছ নহয় না ইণ্ডিয়াত দ্যাটছ ৱাই ইমান নাহে চবৰ বৰ লাগে ইয়াৰ একশ্যনছ পইণ্ট कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा और एजन कोनोबा सुपर सुपर চাই আছে চ্যাট কৰা নাই সেইটো তো ময়ো চাই আছোঁ কোনোবা এটা চুপচাপ চাই আছে একো মাত বোল দিয়া নাই Enter the new space.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
बैकवर्ड जाएगा विंड नहीं है ना विंड होने से थोड़ा हेल्प हो जाता चेक इस गेम का यही है पजल्स करो ये पजल बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है। वेट, थोड़ा टाइम दो। जस्ट अ मोमेंट। मैं और इन्फाइट दे दूँगा, आप ठीक है, ज़रूर। मैं तब तक ये पज़ल का थोड़ा माथा मारती हूँ। इसका मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है। ओके, हाँ, इंडियन रोलेक्स 2023। ओके, ठीक है। राइको, नो आइडिया कौन सा गेम है। मुझे लग रहा है एक ही जगह पे मैं घूम रही हूँ। जल्दी कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है इसका पजल का। तो है बाजू के साथ साथ। अच्छा, ये हंटर नहीं है, ये पूरा स्टोरी है एक। चलिए फॉरवर्ड, इससे आगे फॉरवर्ड जाता है। नहीं, अरे ये तो आगे नहीं जा रहा है। क्या करना है फिर पजल का? भगवान ही जाने। फील्स लाइक एक ही जगह पे घूमने जा रही हूँ। तो कुछ है कि हाँ हाँ अभी जाके आए विंड। मैं तब से एक ही जगह घूम रही हूँ। अरे वो फैंटास्टिक कंपास चल रहा है। ऐसा लग रहा है मैं एक ही जगह घूम रही हूँ। लिटरली लग रहा है एक जगह घूम रही हूँ। एक स्टोरी है हीरो का पकड़ किडनैप कर लेता है, उसके बाद ऐसा है कि पजल सॉल्व करते करते ढूंढे। ओह अच्छा, ये तो ऐसा नहीं है, ये बस ऐसे कुछ आगे बढ़ने के लिए पजल सॉल्व चाहिए। विंड ये थोड़ा समझा उसको, मैं क्या करूँ। Okay, bye bye. Thank you for joining, Rolex. क्लॉक को डाउन वाले पे ले जाओ। डाउन कौन सा, लेफ्ट में ना राइट में? फॉरवर्ड ना फॉरवर्ड ना बैकवर्ड? बैकवर्ड, ओके। अच्छा तो बैकवर्ड ही लेके जा रही। तो लग रहा है एक ही जगह पे मैं 2 बार करके घूम रही हूँ। लिटरली वही फील आ रहा है कि एक ही जगह पर मैं घूम रही हूँ। अभी तो बैकवर्ड दोनों के दोनों किए। हाँ एक क्या है भाई, ये कर लेती हूँ पहले। पीछे जाओ, वो सेल के साइड। कौन सा सेल? वो रूम टाइप है ना कुछ। ओह अच्छा अच्छा। ओह उससे तो मैंने वो ले लिया है, एक कुछ पेपर जैसा मिलता है ना। पेपर पेपर क्या था मेनू? तो कार्टून का था। हाँ ये रहा, नोट ऑफ अननोन ऑरिजिन 1 और ये 2। यहाँ पे भी एक किला था, वो भी ले लिया। यहाँ पे था तो मैं अक्का फसा बना के रख दिया ये। ओह ओह हाँ 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 अरे वो सेल नहीं आ रहा है। वेट फॉरवर्ड करके, हाँ फॉरवर्ड किया। मुझे लगता है फैंटास्टिक कंपास का वो समझ नहीं आया नीड क्या है। है क्या ये चीज़? ये सेल ना खोल दिया। तो जाकर की ओह हाँ ये हो गया। फॉरवर्ड और फॉरवर्ड करना है।
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
ट्राई वन टाइम मतलब क्या करके वन टाइम?
The criteria for certificate exams are straightforward enough. What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that
नहीं होगा शायद। क्यों? वाई नहीं होगा? हो गया।
Another new space.
If everywhere within this space follows the same rules, there must be
नहीं होगा
another small
बोलिए।
fantastic compass somewhere around here.
Rosacea. I can't believe someone like you would end up as a lost soul underground.
अच्छा
No enemies. Well done.
Wait, is the enemy hiding itself? Oh no, we should go help him.
Stay back. This is my fight. I cannot kill you.
Filthy monsters! So many people have died at your hands! I lured you here to this underground space because I found your weakness.
Hiding and ambushing from the dark is Bosacius' signature tactic.
Die here with me!
How did a valiant warrior like you die here?
Not going well for sure.
No matter. I know how this ends.
Hey, HP कम हो रहा है। Can't do that to show. Dodge, okay.
Look! Bosacius is showing signs of fatigue.
Bosacius, martial creatures. Even your strength is finite. But your illusion is not as mighty as you. This is not you in all your glory. I wonder what Rex Lapis would think if he saw what had become of the first Yaksha.
Leave! I'll deal with the rest. We can't let the monsters get to the surface. Everyone, remember, we must hold the line at 60 miles outside the chasm at all costs.
बस जिस दिन शाव पूरी करूँगी ना तो उनको शाव चाहिए.
This is my purpose. Don't worry about me.
So your invisible opponent was the legendary Bosacius, Marshal Vitris?
Yes. So excuse my stubbornness. Bosacius has been missing for centuries.
तुमको तो एनिमो के वजह से चाहिए, मुझे तो शाव ऐसे ही चाहिए. मुझे पसंद है वो.
He fought
ये
here.
60 पिटी हो गई मेरी. मेरा पिटी तो 8 है, 8.
It was him.
Didn't you say he'd always announce his name? How could his name be lost to time? What happened?
I don't know. Maybe he forgot who he was.
Because the karma you spoke of drove him to madness?
Bosacius had already gone mad before he disappeared. There was no way of knowing if his memories were intact.
He still took part in the Battle of the Chasm despite having gone mad?
जाओ तुम्हें भी पसंद है.
Yakshas are
वाह.
not a race that thrive in peace.
एनिमो है इसलिए पसंद है,
Likely he was
पता है.
drawn by the scent of bloody war. Slaughter is what we do best. Maybe it's the only thing we know.
हाँ.
This battle
फाइनली
confirmed my
ये
suspicion.
आर्कन भी खत्म.
As we had
अब
speculated,
सुनेरू वाला
this
बाकी है.
space reflects information from people's minds. In other words,
अच्छा मैं अभी थोड़ा माइक ऑफ करती हूँ.
Bosacius came here. The illusion we saw just now is the impression he left behind. This space recreated him as he was during the battle. The way he fought was so self-destructive. He couldn't possibly have survived.
Bosacius's illusion said he'd discovered the monster's weakness and lured them underground. What kind of place could this be? Defeating Conria's monsters is no small feat, that's for sure.
Guys, it could just be me, but I think I'm suddenly feeling more tired than I was.
This space is really starting to affect us.
I believe Bosacius stayed here underground. But now he is gone, and only his illusion remains. If we don't leave, we may meet the same fate. Time to move on. You fought well, Bosacius. Goodbye.
इधर क्या करना है? ये नीडल के साथ कुछ रोटेट करना है क्या? फॉरवर्ड फॉरवर्ड नहीं होगा तो बैकवर्ड जाएगा। फॉरवर्ड में तो ऑलरेडी पड़ा हुआ है नीडल, ये देखो। आई गेस बैकवर्ड जाएगा। कौन सा आगे आगे जाओ, मतलब बिना यूज़ किए। ठीक है, फॉरवर्ड करके तो फिर मैं आगे जाती हूँ। ओके, आगे जाना है। सेम स्पेस ही तो है। ओह, पेपर मिले मिले ना वो। हाँ, वो ले लिया मैंने। हाँ, वो तो ले लिया। ये वाला, इसको क्या करना है? ये नीडल कहाँ जाएगा, आगे ना पीछे? पेपर तो ले लिया। फॉरवर्ड, ठीक है, अभी जाओ। नहीं, वहीं पे तो आ गई मैं। ये बैकवर्ड जाएगा लगता है, ये लास्ट वाला पे। ये वाला जाएगा आई थिंक सो। अभी ट्राई करती हूँ। ये कुछ येलोइश येलोइश है। यप, ये लेटर नंबर 4। ये है बिग ब्रेन, करेक्ट। तुम्हारा छोटा ब्रेन काम नहीं है ना। जोक।
I guess now we have a pretty good idea of where everyone that went missing ended up.
Yes.
So scary. What happened?
Come on, let's not stay here. I have a gut feeling that sooner or later we'll connect all the dots. Still, who knows how this space is planning on revealing the answer to us.
गेंशिन के पजल्स याद रखने पड़ते हैं। अच्छा, सारे हो गए, ये लास्ट वाला था। चलो, कुछ इरिटेटिंग था ये टाइम फैंटास्टिक कंपास. ये तो खुद ब खुद ही चल रही है, मैं क्या नेविगेट करूँ. Finally, main lead covers. Yes, her brother.
What's that shiny round thing on the ground?
A fantastic compass.
In the other spaces, the fantastic compass was always partially buried in the ground. This one is lying flat, intact, as if somebody left it here.
Oh, he was just a figment of your imagination? So, he appeared as an illusion because
ना
you
मज़ा.
listened
यस,
to
अभी मज़ा आएगा. मन कर रहा है अभी माइक बंद करके बैठूं. माइक बंद भी करके बैठती हूँ.
him.
Yenfei, are you sure this is the fantastic compass you're looking for?
I think so. There were no pictures in the will, but based on the description, it seems to check out. Yelan? What is it?
From the design and build, this fantastic compass looks extremely similar to the catalysts used by my clan. I just need to do this, and... Someone's used this before. There may be a hidden message inside. Let's get out of here and find somewhere safer. All right, here we'll be fine. Take a moment to catch your breath while I try to unlock the fantastic compass. Well, well. This is not what I was expecting.
Oh, seems like you've made a new discovery.
This information was left by a thaumaturge called Boyang, who, as you know, is the missing ancestor that I came here to investigate.
All this information, it was left by your ancestor?
Hundreds of years ago, two of my ancestors, brothers, were gifted the fantastic compass by someone of great importance. They brought this device to the chasm and joined the war against the monsters of Conria. They set out together, but only one of them made it back. Minus his sanity.
Karma.
Correct. One possibility is that when they fought alongside Bosacius, they were tainted by his karma. Neither of them had visions, so they wouldn't have been able to resist its effects for very long.
From reading through this, it sounds like Boyang ended up staying here for good too.
Well, this is just wonderful. So, that's it. There's
हाँ.
no doubt.
बस अभी तो मज़ा आएगा. जियो डैडी का एंट्री एंड एवरीथिंग. चलो एंजॉय करते हैं.
Enough of this place! Let me out!
What was that?
I just had a thought. Give me a second, I just need to double check. Uh-huh. Traveler, I just realized something. Okay, so on my way here, I was studying the will the whole time. But I didn't give any thought to the book that the will was inside of. I don't know it verbatim, but I have read it before. The gist of the story goes like this. Millennia ago, an Adeptus made a magic device to seal away evil monsters. Later, he made good friends with a human and gave the device to him to use as a catalyst. A few years later, great demons haunted the mountains. The mortal and the Adeptus joined forces to exorcise them using the same device. And that's not all. The book also says this. When mortal and Adepti powers are combined, one can move the heavens and shake the earth. This contraption is proof that mortals and Adepti may coexist, that there is unity between heaven and humanity. I have both Adepti and human lineage. Maybe my power can work. It worked! I mean, the effect only lasted an instant because I'm not strong enough, but still, we must be on the right track. And look, something seems to have been activated inside the fantastic compass.
By heaven's might and the gods of the 5 regions, Yaksha and mortal together take this contraption in hand.
That's their voices from when they made the seal. Bosacius and my ancestor. They sealed off this space at the top together.
I see. It makes sense now. Everyone, let's go back and meet up with Ito and Shinobu. I have a suggestion to make.
Paimon can barely move anymore. Oh, why can't we get out of here? Paimon doesn't want to die. Paimon wants to stay with you.
Paimon, just hang in there, okay? Trust me, there's still hope.
Let's go.
Shinobu, Ito, we're back!
He must be exhausted, because he still hasn't woken up yet. But he's not in any serious danger, so don't worry. What about you guys? You found something, didn't you? It's written on your faces. But whatever it is, it's bad news, isn't it?
We found the fantastic compass. The previous owner left a message inside, and from the looks of it, there really is no way out of this space after all. It seems like the previous owner was stuck here forever too.
Shoot!
This isn't over yet. Listen to me. Just now, I tried channeling my power into the fantastic compass, and it responded.
But all that did was activate the records from when the seal was created.
Right, but the issue wasn't with the compass. It was with the method. Remember what the book says? When mortal and Adepti powers are combined, one can move the heavens and shake the earth. Only when a mortal and an Adeptus combine their powers can the fantastic compass be fully activated. I'm a mix of human and Adeptus, so the fact that the fantastic compass responded to me shows that the system is still functional. Lucky for us, we also happen to have a full Adeptus and a human with training in the magic arts.
Interesting. So that's what was going through your head.
So, an Adeptus and a human need to channel their power at the same time?
Yes, if my guess is correct, then when both of you put your full power into the fantastic compass, we should be able to completely reactivate it. Maybe even reverse it. Last time, it was used to seal the intersection between this place and the chasm. If we can reverse it...
Then we're home free.
Awesome! So there's still hope?
You bet.
Your idea seems reasonable.
Okay, well let's all take a quick break. We'll give this thing a try once we're ready.
Oh boy. Paimon's so nervous.
Yelan, Xiao, how are we looking?
I'm all set.
I'm ready.
Oh, but Yanfei, there's one thing you might need to mentally prepare yourself for. I'm afraid you probably won't be able to take the fantastic compass out of here. From what I can tell, everything within this domain is the result of disordered space-time and memories. We all came here for different purposes, and everything that's happened here has been in response to our own imaginations and conjecture. Terrifying, but also a miracle. This space, well, it's more than just a space. Whether there's some kind of higher power at work here, I don't know, but the whole time, it's been reading our minds and responding to us in the form of illusions. Also, according to the history of the chasm, this place must have existed for a very long time. What could have created it? Oh, that. Yeah, I was there too.
Huh? Wait a second. It was you that shot that arrow?
Who else did you think it was? That snake is probably a remnant of Conrian's civilization, and crystals are highly effective against it. Maybe there was some sort of opposing reaction between those two forces? If so, I'm extremely sorry, everyone. It looks like I might be the one responsible for all of this.
No. You're just trying to help us and solve the problem. You're definitely not to blame for what happened.
If you say so. You could almost liken this bizarre space to a living being that throws all kinds of hallucinations at us to deceive us. Everyone we've seen here, and all the paths we've walked, it all ceased to exist 500 years ago. Additionally, most of the things here are static. So if we really do manage to escape, then once time starts moving normally again, the fantastic compass will likely disappear.
That's actually what I think too. That's precisely why it's such a miracle that we even found the fantastic compass to begin with.
This whole thing feels like we're breaking free from our shackles using a spear that by rights should not exist.
This is a long shot, but it may be our last chance. So, whose wish was it that summoned this device?
Perhaps it was. But maybe there's another reason. Your incredibly strong commitment to your search. It's a shame that we couldn't find your family. But if they were here, I'm sure they'd want nothing more than to see you being rescued from this place.
I gotta say, it does intrigue me, the way we all ended up here together. If this is fate, then let's grab it in our hands and turn it around.
Leave the boss to Ushi and me. We're ready.
Traveler, take care of Paimon. Yanfei, you might need to come closer to me when the time comes.
Sure.
Stars align, bestow your light. Evil purged by thunder's might. Spirit curbed, pneuma surge. By dictum divine, heed these words. Do as I command!
Aha! The fantastic compass is an amplifier. Maintain this energy level, and we may stand a chance.
I will maintain the energy flow.
Understood.
Everyone, stand back.
I shall hold the line by sealing the surface.
As Yakshas, we must fight for this world. General Alatus, falling in!
Watch out!
This trip may be dangerous, yet you insist on going.
I have guarded this place for several hundred years. Only to seek the nameless Yaksha do I request your approval.
You can't keep this up. Your strength won't last.
So chasm का आर्कन के लास्ट पोर्शन ही मस्त है.
That was close. I thought you were gonna get left behind. I'm so glad you're okay. It was terrifying.
मस्त लगा. Feels like मूवी देख रहे हो.
I know what you were thinking, but
स्पेशली ये पोर्शन पूरा ऐसा लगता है बट मूवी देखने जैसा.
never mind. I know I can't talk you out of a mindset.
ये लान का फाइट.
For a lifetime. I don't think we were ever going to reach an agreement over the final strategy. But in the end, it was thanks to you we managed to escape. So, thank you for saving us all.
No. You could not have done this on my strength alone.
Don't mention it. It looks like everyone got out unscathed, but you all look pretty exhausted. Rest up. There's no hurry to move on from here. As for me, I'm gonna check the area for any unusual activity.
She's gone. Paimon didn't even get to say thank you.
Maybe Yelan really doesn't believe she made a contribution. It seems like she's convinced Xiao saved us all, including her, and she doesn't know what to say to that. And since it's not easy to persuade Xiao of anything, maybe Yelan's just given up trying to talk to him.
Xiao, she's criticizing you.
I am not.
You speak only the truth. I have no quarrel with that. I will keep your words in mind.
Really? Well, that's great. I count that as quite an achievement. It was a perilous situation we were faced with underground, and it took every single one of us for any of us to make it out alive. I feel lucky that we didn't lose anyone along the way.
Hey, so Ball Checker still hasn't woken up yet. Surely he's not gonna stay asleep forever, is he? Let's go check on him.
I slept like a rock. Good times. Huh? What you doing? What's going on? Why are you looking at me like that?
Are you in any pain?
The head? What about it? Is there any brain damage from the impact?
You need to tell us if you're not feeling well.
You weren't that bright to begin with, so if we add brain damage to the equation... Oh, brother.
Paimon so savage. हाँ ये तो मिस तो किया बट पाइमन का रिस्पॉन्स ब्रेन डैमेज हुआ क्या
Like I'm forgetting something. Wait, weren't we underground? How did we get back up here?
It's a long story. We'll fill you in later. Ito, we're indebted to you, Shinobu, and Ushi. They couldn't have escaped this predicament without your help. I'm the reason you all got caught up in this. Please accept my apologies, and let me find some way to compensate you for the trouble.
Crazy talk. You helped us first. Of course we're gonna return the favor. Hey, if it weren't for you, we'd still be in a Liyue jail cell right now.
That's not quite correct. You'd be in jail, not me.
Good point. Well,
yes emotion damage हुआ होगा obviously
our newfound friendships, how about you let me take you to Liyue Harbor for some sightseeing and a proper meal?
I don't like the sound of that. Now that you mention it, whew, I'm famished. I can barely walk here.
I'm hungry too, Senpai. Why don't we head straight over?
Senpai
Alright, well, I promise I'll take good care of your friends from Inazuma. Take it easy, okay? What we just went through was a lot. Oh, great. Yeon left already. I was gonna treat her to some tea.
नहीं बोलना
Maybe I'll take this to mean we're square.
नो नहीं बोलना
Yeah? Is that right? Okay, I'll let him know. Traveler, flying lavender melon, Ushi has a couple words he wanted you to pass on.
What?
ना वो वन टाइम ही था
I want to hear this. Me too. Count me in.
I never would have guessed that Ushi was so gentle and thoughtful.
never judge a bull
Huh?
never judge a bull बोलो
Sometimes the profoundest truths will also be the simplest. I think Ushi's words may well come in handy.
You betcha. Just leave it to us.
Alright, Ito, Shinobu, Ushi, let's go.
कौन सा पार्ट
See you next time.
Finished taking care of business?
Oh, there wasn't any business. We were just saying goodbye to our friends.
oh
You're still here. You saw the two
Karo.
Inazumans leave with Yenfo, heading towards Liyue Harbor. Aren't you going with them?
We still had some stuff we wanted to say to Shao.
I figured as much. I've checked the area. Nothing strikes me as out of the ordinary. Looks like this chapter has come to a close. Now, I just need to take care of the confidentiality issues.
अभी बस लास्ट आर्कन क्वेस्ट बचा है
Friends from overseas.
मोस्ट प्रोबेबली कितना दिन लगेगा सुमेरु का एनी गेसेस
We got it. We'll make sure they don't say anything.
मीम बनेगा उसका वो ने क्या और तुम ऊशी हो
Figured me out, huh? All right.
विंड इज ऊशी
Everyone really rose to the occasion this time. And I never forget what we went through.
4 से 5
And how has
ओके
it existed down there?
मैंने चलो 5 दिन पकड़ लिया
I have to investigate this further. I have a feeling that whatever lies behind all this runs deep. Maybe so deep that no one can be allowed to know.
just like Ushi
Also, I think someone helped us out at the last minute. They did a good deed, of course, but somehow I couldn't tell anything about them. It must have been someone with great importance. Anyway, these questions will have to wait for another time. I have some follow-up work to do and reports to make. So it's back to Liyue Harbor from there. See you when I see you.
You knew I was waiting for you? Really?
oh thank you
There's somewhere I want to go. If you have the time, you can join me.
Where is it?
A place that has to do with the Yakshas.
ओए ये तो ये वाला है क्या करना चाहिए दो आर्कन प्रेस का जगह मार्क किया हुआ है चलो
The temple up ahead was built to remember Pervases. Maybe I came here because I had a realization.
You mean back when we were underground?
It's hard to put into words. Seeing
थोड़ा
Bosatius
वेट करो
gave me the
मैं
false
अपना
impression
मोड़ा
that
दिखाऊंगी
I
तुमको
had the past.
कितना सेव हुआ है
To dress up the Yaksha's life and call us valiant warriors,
हाँ
veterans of war. But the truth is, we are slaughterers and nothing more. For Bosatius, perhaps dying in the heat of a great battle was no tragedy. And perhaps the same is true for me. After living so long, to die in the act of saving others would not have been a terrible thing. So maybe these thoughts are my own form of insanity.
Hey, don't say that. Oh yeah, Ushi wanted us to tell you. It's very important. Ushi said he has the power to exorcise demons, so people use him to fend them off. But after he met Ito, he's never left his side. He also said that he doesn't have any grand philosophies. He just thinks we should spend our lives around the people who make us happiest. Maybe there aren't so many rules about how we should or shouldn't live our lives in this world after all. So, he hopes you can come to understand that even though the power of a yaksha may be harmful to other people, it doesn't mean you shouldn't hang out with them. Yep, like people with visions. They have more resistance against your power, right? And... Well, anyway, there's loads of people out there who really care about you.
Suddenly you sound a lot like Bosatius and the others. They used to talk about how they hoped to live a mortal's life once the world was at peace. I think I was the only one who didn't think that way. The Bosatius recorded in the Fantastic Compass had lost his sanity. He addressed the people around him as Alatus, Menogius, and others. These are the names of the 5 Yakshas. I am Alatus, and Menogius is General Capesus. The others are Bonanis, or General Chisapis, and Indarius, or General Musatus. I heard that people call the 5 of us Yakshas, the Guardian Adepti. Bosatius and Yelan's ancestors stayed underground to the end. So that space must have read their minds in their last moments as they approached death. Yelan was right in everything she said. Both of our proposals had their drawbacks, and both were sensible suggestions. But the power of that space was far beyond all of us. I couldn't have done all I did without everyone's help. Even in the final moments, it took every bit of my power to break free from that place.
Well, Paimon still thinks you were amazing.
Yanfei and Yelan are correct. I always prepare for the worst-case scenario. This mindset is deeply rooted in me. Even so, it was the most optimistic solution I could think of. If Rex Lapis hadn't saved me in that moment, I don't think I would have been able to escape. In the end, I still had to burden another.
But that's how it should be, right? You've known Zhongli, Rex Lapis, for such a long time. And you've helped him before, so he helped you back. What's the big deal?
Perhaps. In the moment that we escaped from that space, I could sense what was left of Bosacius's memory. If I had to say what I gained from this trip, I think that would be it. It's good that one more person will remember him.
Menogias, where have you been?
Brother Yaksha, you're confused again. I've told you countless times, I am Boyoung, the thaumaturge who fought with you in the chasm.
Boyoung? Boyoung? You are Boyoung, but who am I?
Believe me, I want to know as much as you do. Here we are, the two who agreed to stay here together, and I can't even call you by your name. It's a shame.
Stay here? No. No, you have to leave.
Nonsense, Brother Yaksha. We're down here for good now. Don't you remember? It's too late to have regrets. The seal can't be broken.
The seal. Ah, yes. I'm a Yaksha who came here to fight.
Brother, are you okay?
Look at the state of me. I don't think I've got long now.
We're the only two left. Don't go dying on me. You know, today I saw my family down here. Clear as day. What do you think? Am I losing my mind now, too?
Boyoung, do you want to go home?
I made my decision to leave Zhongzhou up on the surface. I obviously... Of course I want to go home.
I must have family, too.
You mean brothers and sisters? I'm sure you do.
Brothers and sisters. Yes, but who am I? And where is my family?
Brother! What's wrong? Hang in there. It's just you and me, don't die before me.
Alatus, is that you?
Who's Alatus? Your memory's going again.
I'm sorry. You all have to see me in this state.
Brother!
Look, there's someone over there.
Who are they?
They're my... I remember now. I know you. My brothers and sisters have come for me, Boyoung.
You're awake? At least tell me your name.
Brother Bosacius.
Hey, Bosacius.
Bosacius.
I am Bosacius, and my destiny is to make the ultimate sacrifice.
I've said so much today, but I don't need to hold back as much when I talk to you. Have you ever had a moment where you felt like you were aware of your destiny? The potential of life? The approach of death? Whatever it might have been. By now, I have accepted that destiny is the one disaster that the Yaksha know most keenly of all. We are destined to misery. And yet, we have no fear.
How?
It matters not. Rex Lapis had said that you are a witness. It is right that the events of the world are relayed to you. Bonanis, Menogias, and Indarius all perished, and only Bosacius's fate was unknown. This has always stung my heart like a thorn. That is why I went to the chasm, despite being fully aware of the danger. Now that I know what happened in the chasm back then, I can finally put this matter to rest. Before we left that place, I picked up a stone. I thought if I could take it out with me, I would place it in the temple to Pervases in memory of Bosacius. Unfortunately, the stone did not survive. Pervases died in the Archon War thousands of years ago. He was younger than us. And Bosacius was very sad when he passed. Too many Yakshas have become casualties of battle. We are like a flock of birds, scattered to the four corners of the world. And in the end, as Bonanis said, it's rare for a Yaksha to find repose for their soul. Bosacius, Boyang, and all those soldiers. Heroes. I like that word. Maybe the world will never be free of disaster. But there is good in the world, too. Even the darkest hearts have room for those they cherish. I accept your advice. From this day on, heroes will always look out for each other.
खत्म. अभी बस एक आर्कन क्वेस्ट बचा है. Only one. सुमेरुका. क्या फुल सेव करने वाली हूँ मैं ये. मन हो रहा है लेकिन पुल करने का. हाय ये फूटी किस्मत. 1 5 6 7 8 8 एक पुल. चलो एक पुल. घंटा 5 स्टार मिलेगा. लास्ट पुल करूँगी. एक 4 स्टार दे दे. जीवन में दुखों का कमी नहीं है. रोज़ारिया बस मिल जाए. कुछ नहीं मिला. रिंग देख लिया. बेकार था. अब मैं चलती हूँ. मेरा बस अभी ये बचा है. गो टू द लैंड ऑफ डेंड्रार्कन. नाहिदा का करूँगी. नाहिदा गिर गई. नाहिदा बाकी है. तुम्हारी आईडी क्या देखो बोलो. किसका देखना है. वाइंडर बताओ 34 HP 1K. ठीक है. फ्लावर से स्टार्ट करते हैं. CMCR ठीक है. कोई डैमेज रोल गया नहीं. यहाँ भी CRCM रोल नहीं हुआ। वाह, ये वाला अच्छा है। इक्वल क्रिट डैमेज या क्रिट रेट पे गया। इसमें कितना है? 204 पे 65। अच्छा, देख। हाँ, किस्मत। अरे इसको 20 करो। तो 20 क्यों नहीं कर रहे? 18 पे अटका पड़ा है। इसको 20 करो। देखो कितना जाता है। कहाँ से है तो टोके। ओह, मेरा मोड़ा देखोगे? एक्चुअली मेरा मोड़ा देखो, मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, बस मोड़ा मेरा सेव हो गया। मोड़ा देखो, 577 नहीं, उससे भी ज़्यादा है। $57 अराउंड मिलियन है मेरे पास। This is my moda. Correct. हे भगवान, क्या है? तुम्हारा बस मैसेजेस ही नाइट बोर्ड को पसंद नहीं आता है। 1 मिनट। हाँ, अरे तुम कीबोर्ड से इमोजीज मत दिया करो। कीबोर्ड से इमोजीज लेने से वो नाइट बोर्ड डिलीट मार देता है। उसको चाहिए कि तुम अपने यूट्यूब से वो इमोजीज लेके तुम दो। चलो, मेरा तो हो गया, मैं चलती हूँ। आज बाद में कमीशंस कर लूँगी। मेरा डन। लास्ट अभी सुमेर का बच्चा है और कुछ नहीं। इतना ज़्यादा भी सेंड नहीं किया तो कुछ ना हुआ उसको। अरे नहीं, फिर भी देने से भी बस सही है। ओके, करो रिकॉर्ड, मैं चलती हूँ। बाय बाय।